if we just talk, who is going to get punished first? Don't say, oh, Jews going to get punished, or Christians going to get punished. The Muslims are going to get punished first. Because we are the ones who are saying that we are following, but we betray. Others, they are not saying they're following. We say we're following, and we betray that. Whatever that is happening in this world count. You see, in the first Jahiliyyah, nobody takes the Arabs for nothing, correct? They are like unimportant, dirty. And Prophet came, Islam came. Then suddenly they became the most valuable people on the face of the earth. That they brought light from Islam to everywhere. They brought knowledge of this dunya and they bring it to the unbelievers, correct? This second Jahiliyyah, just like the first Jahiliyyah, the Arabs again become the most insulted, despicable people in the face of this world. Not only the Arabs, the Muslims. They are not taken for serious, for nothing. Their blood is cheap. And they are looked on as the most evil people on the face of this world. Correct? Whenever you say, it used to be, whenever you see Arab, you see Arab terrorist. Look at how they depict Arabs in the movies, 70s and 80s. Everyone is a terrorist. And now it's spread. No longer, if you're Arab, you're a terrorist. If you're a Muslim, you're a terrorist. Now, if you're a Muslim and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is not to say, I denounce terrorism, they say because you don't say you hate terrorism, you must be a terrorist. This nation is being punished. But this nation is being punished for the mistakes that we did. To Sultan, to the Khalifa. Which Khalifa was it? Before Sultan Abdul Hamid Khan, Sultan Abdul Aziz, correct? Shaykh Effendi saying, Awliya Allah is saying, we are being punished. All these things that's happening to this world, and especially to the Muslims now, it is because of our betrayal to Sultan Abdul Aziz, to that Khalifa. He says, watch to see when Allah decides to punish us for the betrayal we did to Sultan Abdul Hamid Khan, Jannat Mekan. Wait to see. Who betrayed? Unbelievers betrayed? We betrayed. How many Muslims are knowing this? How many Muslims believing in this? So how can our tawbah be accepted? You understand? You don't know what you are asking tawbah from. Yeah, individual here and there, but Islam is not individual. Islam, it is something that is global. And as a whole nation, our forefathers have betrayed Sultan Abdul Aziz, betrayed Sultan Abdul Hamid Khan. And we don't know what we did. How we can ask for real tawbah then? If there's no real tawbah, how can there be forgiveness? How are we going to rise? We can never rise. Let's not talk about what this nation is doing to each other. Well, we said yesterday, Prophet ﷺ, did he know that these things are going to happen in the Ahir Zaman to his nation? The nation that he was in the beginning, it was unthinkable that such a situation is going to happen. Sahaba Kiram, it is beyond their imagination that the Muslim Ummah is going to be in this situation in the Ahir Zaman. Just as it's impossible for us to believe how we can live that kind of Islam the Sahabis were living. Same. Prophet ﷺ, did he know that these things are going to happen? He knew it so well that he said, Ya Rabbi, do not punish my nation as you punished the nation of Nuh. Why would he say that? If he's not understanding and not warning us also that we're going to fall into that station where the Ummah of Nuh, alayhi salam, the wrong things they did, we're going to do and even worse. That prophet is saying, this is too much. There's no way. It is impossible. I can change any one of them. Impossible. Because Nuh alayhi salam, he gave wa'az to them. He gave sohbat to them. He gave advice to them. Not 1, 2 years. Hundreds of years is giving to them. He just collected around him, how many? 73 people are in that ship. There were millions living at that time. His own son did not enter into that ship. That he got so tight, not for himself, but because they are being disobedient to the one that he loves, which is Allah, that he says, Ya Rabbi, it's impossible for me now to change them, to turn their hearts. Finish them. And the Prophet is warning us to say such a time will come when it will look really impossible to change the hearts of this ummah. I'm looking and I'm seeing how impossible it is. It makes sense to us. But try traveling to different masjids and listen to what they're listening to. Not only that, try speaking what your shaykh is speaking. And when they look at you, you understand that they've put a bar in front of them and a bar behind them, and they cannot see. Then try traveling through the whole continent, seeing that majority of those who call themselves Muslims, they're looking at you like you are out of Islam. I've been to masjids before, huge masjids, thousands of people going there, people living in the community saying, oh Lord, no, Wahhabis only very little, so many of them, they're sitting on the fence, just go and speak something, their hearts are going to turn. We go over there and we're almost kicked out of that masjid because we're saying Allah. We're going there and we're about to start and people just get up and they leave. We were going there to speak something, and those ones before we come, they've already told the whole community, don't go to that association because they're Shias, or they are believing in wrong things. They are not Muslims, they are this and that. We understand a little bit now of what the prophets were going through. Nowhere near. Imagine going and again and again and again. And they talk, they insult, they take away your things, they hurt you, they start torturing you and killing the people that you love. And still the prophets go. You understand? And the Prophet says, Ya Rabbi, do not punish my nation like you punished the nation of Nuh. He says, I'm not going to, O my beloved, but they will punish themselves. I'm not going to punish them with a flood of water, but they will invent a weapon, and they will invent that weapon and they will punish themselves by a flood of fire. Isn't this what's happening to nations? Muslim nations, number one, they don't have that nuclear missile, they don't have that nuclear power to destroy. They get very upset and they're racing to have this kind of weapons that will destroy this whole world over and over again. So where is the faith that time? Where is the sunnah? So yes, second Jahiliyyah is worse. What is Jahiliyyah? Ignorance. Now this kind of ignorance, it is not ignorance not knowing how to read and write, it is ignorance of the heart. The heart becomes so ignorant, you understand, so hard, so blocked. Before it was just one Abu Jahil, one Abu Lahab. Now there are billions. There's only one Firaun. One Nimrud. Now there are billions. So, think about it now, how impossible it is. Are we the ones to say that we're going to change people? No. We change ourselves. Those who wants to listen, come and listen. You understand? Ya Allah, may Allah give us strength to hold on. It's going to burn. Those believers, if your faith is not burning you, you're not carrying faith. Because Prophet says in the Ahir Zaman, your faith, carrying faith is like carrying live coal in your hand. It will burn you. It burns in one hand, you pass it to the other hand because it hurts so much, but it's going to burn the other hand too. But you pass it back, and you pass it back, you don't drop it. Dress as your faith. Dress in this. Our women are dressing in that. Go outside. Are you going to feel nice and easy? Or are you going to feel the heat and the burn from the looks of people? It's already burning us, isn't it? Go dress like this in masjids. Are people going to run up to you and hug you and kiss you? And they're going to look at you like you are shaitan. Understand? So it's burning us in every way. So no need to go outside. Stay inside. Just, why you want to go to people who don't give a shit about us? Stay around people who likes you. There's so much to do. Who are you trying to please? It's important. Don't try to please people who don't like you, who don't care for you. Please your Lord. Please the ones who love you. Please the ones who love you and they love their Lord. Please those ones. And that time, you dress like this, you go out, you feel the heat, but there'll be a coolness that surrounds you. There'll be like a protection that surrounds you, and you don't care. You understand? You don't care because you know your Lord is happy with you. It's like this dome under you. You're going to be cool because now you're feeling, oh, this is what it feels like when they're saying stories about the prophets or the saints, and they go out and everyone is looking at them like this. This is what it means like now you're carrying your faith with you. You're no longer in disguise. It's easy to pray 24 hours in your house. It's not so easy to go out there dressed like a Muslim. Of course, if you're working here and there, it's something else. You are in this system. We're in this system. We have to dress a little bit something else. We're not saying now for you now to go with your turban and no. But when there is a chance, don't hide. If you're carrying coal, then that time you have faith. May Allah make it easy, inshallah. As much is enough, Al-Fatiha. Okay, women can go.